Um, my question involves the military.
Yes, sir.
You know, we have a very strong military and a professional military. However, there's things that I hear from some of my friends that are discouraging with training standards. A lot of the guys going back to the bases to train our guys are guys who have gotten lower performance ratings, guys who are ready to retirement, and the quality of training is not there. Moreover, we have, or in some cases, and moreover, we have, I think, an issue with a lot of our defense contracts are provided by companies that are owned by foreign powers. Could you talk a little bit about that and the importance of maintaining training standards in our military?
Yeah, on the issue of us buying defense equipment from corporations that are based overseas, our export of and sale of military equipment is 4 or 5 times that of the amount that we import and that we pay for from overseas. So there's a huge differential there. And so I worry that if we shut off any purchases from overseas corporations, then they would retaliate by not purchasing ours. And it has been helping our military sales overseas have helped in reducing the obscene trade deficit. We haven't even talked about oil today, but half of our trade deficit today is because of imported oil, my friends. We'll be talking a lot about energy in the future. I worry about our military, and I know you expressed many of the concerns we have. My friends, our military is overstressed. Our military has been carrying out missions in a way that's almost unprecedented. And the Colorado Guard and Reserve has been magnificent, but also has worked. There are many mistakes that we made in the end of the Clinton administration and in this administration because we did not expand the size of the military. The Army and Marine Corps are 1/3 smaller than they were at the time of the first Gulf War. 1/3 smaller. And we're in 2 wars. We all know that. We're in 2 wars. All of us know it all too well. So we need to increase the size of our military. Personnel costs are the most expensive part of a military establishment when you are in an all-volunteer force. But we have to provide the benefits and the incentives for young Americans to serve. And that, of course, one of those is educational benefits. Senator Webb has a proposal. Some of us have a proposal. We're in agreement in principle. I hope we will work it out between us, and I think we can, to increase the educational benefits for young Americans who are willing to serve their country. They serve out of patriotism. They serve out for a variety of reasons. But we're a country of 300 million people, and we should be able to attract the highest quality young Americans to serve, and that's got to be our mission, and we have to increase the size of the military with the first priority going to the Marines and the Army. And I think one of our questioners here who previously served in the Army would recall, and some of you will, there was a period in the 70s and 80s when we had a mass exodus of pilots out of the Navy and Air Force, including Marine Corps. They were all leaving to go be pilots for the airlines. They had a better deal. There was more money to be made, et cetera, et cetera. So what did we do? We decided to pay big bonuses to pilots to remain as pilots in the military. So obviously we appeal to their patriotism, but we also appeal to their pocketbook. We've got to appeal to young Americans' patriotism to serve and to remain in the military, but we also have to give them the kind of rewards and benefits that they should be able to look forward to for that service. So I worry about the strain on the military, and also, of course, all of us are appalled and angered at that picture of the barracks at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, where, you know, the Fort Bragg thing is just. And so we've asked the Secretary of Defense to examine and inspect every barracks in America, no matter what branch of the service, and give us a report as to what barracks are needed to be fixed or where conditions of substandard remain. Some of the barracks that our military is residing in today go back to the Korean War. That was the pictures that you saw. That's not acceptable in America. Yes.